and do the full routine.
So start out on your back. The biggest thing that you want to do is you want to press your lower back into the ground. So the most common thing that people do with reverse crunch is as they bring their legs down, their lower back lifts off the ground like this and creates some space. And what that's doing is putting pressure on your spine instead of on your abdominal muscles. So the first thing you have to focus on is pressing your lower back into the ground and don't let it lift the entire time. From there, make a diamond with your hands, just like this, and put it underneath your tailbone, just like that. Press that lower back into the ground. Think about being tall to the top of your head. Now inhale as you drop your heels towards the ground. Exhale as you bring your knees back up towards your chest. So, and really just focus on lower back into the ground, tall to the top of your head, and your breathing. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and do these reverse crunches for 30 full seconds while maintaining perfect form. All right, let's get ready. In 3, 2, 1, and go.
Make sure to keep your lower back pressed into the ground the entire time. Remember to squeeze your legs together the entire time. Remember to inhale as you go down and exhale as you go up. 3, 2, 1, and rest.
All right, great job on the reverse crunch. You should probably already feel your abdominal muscles working a little bit, but we're gonna go to the next exercise, which is called the kneeling plank. I'll show you a few key things to think about to make sure you're doing this with perfect form, and then just like with the reverse crunch, we're gonna hold it for 30 seconds to really work your core. Okay, so to start out with, come into a kneeling position. And then you're gonna bring your elbows to the ground, and you're gonna press your elbows into the floor. Now, the most important part is the position between your knees, hips, and shoulders. So most people plank and they stick their butt up in the air like this. But what I want you to do is to squeeze your glutes, squeeze your butt muscles as tight as you can. And when you do that, you're gonna bring your body into alignment from your knees through your hips and all the way through your shoulders, okay? So squeeze those glutes. Don't let those glutes go the entire time. Then just like the reverse crunch, tuck your chin and think about pressing tall to the top of your head. Now the last thing you're gonna wanna think about with the kneeling plank is instead of pushing up like this with your arms, you're gonna wanna think about dragging your elbows towards your hips. When you create that little bit of pressure, you're not actually gonna move, but when you create that little bit of pressure like that, you're gonna feel your core muscles work twice as hard. It's gonna be way better for your core. So, thinking of those things, squeezing the glutes, tall to the top of your head, and dragging your elbows back towards your knees. Let's get ready to hold that kneeling plank in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Hold and remember to breathe. Press your forearms into the ground and drag your elbows back towards your belly button to make your abs fire harder. Keep it up, let's go! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest!
All right, great job on the kneeling plank. We've got 2 exercises down and we've got 2 to go. So the next one is called the mountain climber, and it's probably the most difficult exercise I'm gonna show you today. So make sure you take it very slow. And if need be, we're gonna show you a different variation that you can do using a chair or the back of a couch to make it even easier for you. But I'll describe it right now and how to do it with perfect form. So for the mountain climber, you're gonna come into the same position as you did for the plank, only you're gonna have your hands flat on the ground, and this time you're gonna lift up on your toes into a full push-up position. From here, press your hands to the ground, think tall to the top of your head, and one by one, you're gonna bring your knee up and back, and your knee up and back. Start slow and use small range of motion at first, and then as you get better at this, you can move even faster to the point where you're almost running in place. Okay, so think about those cues as you do the mountain climber, and again, take it easy, don't push yourself too much, move slow with this exercise. Let's get ready for 30 seconds of the mountain climber in 3, 2, 1, and go.
If this is too hard, try this instead. Make sure all the points of your hand are in contact with the ground and grip the ground with your fingers. Turn your elbow pits forward to really activate your shoulders. 3, 2, 1, and rest.
All right, great job on the mountain climber. That one was probably pretty tough, and we only have one exercise left. So you only got 30 seconds left, so stick with me because I really want you to feel that burn in your core from these 4 exercises. Now the last one is called the kneeling inchworm. So I'm gonna walk you through how to do the kneeling inchworm with perfect form, and then we're gonna do this final exercise for 30 seconds. You're almost there, okay? So come into the same position as you had for the mountain climber, only this time you're gonna be down on your knees. Now bring your hands closer to your knees, squeeze your glutes just like we did with the plank as tight as you can, and it's gonna put you in this round posture. That's okay right now because it's gonna keep your core tight and in the right place. Now from there, keep your elbows as locked as you can keep them and walk your body out as far as you can like this. So you're gonna walk your arms out as far as you can, keep those glutes tight, and when you get out to a certain point, you're gonna feel your core really start to work. It doesn't matter how far you go as far as you can while squeezing your glutes. And then press up one arm at a time, trying to keep those elbows as straight as possible. So really using your shoulder blades to move, not your elbows to move, okay? So that's all you gotta think about when doing the kneeling inchworm. Let's get started. Last set, 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go.
If this is too hard, try this instead. Try and see if you can go a little bit further on every single rep. Keep it up, you're almost done. 3, 2, 1, and rest.
All right, great job. And thank you so much for following